it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Set! 180! 55! In the face! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! Whip! Hurry!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Stafford. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
On the ready.
Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Smooth.
Let him know. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Right here. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Check back. Hey, check Mike.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Okay, ready?
58, Mike. I got him. Double time.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Three down. Wide, get wide.
50 up.
They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. in for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check, middle. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Watch your slant. 11. Deuce. Middle.
Out of the gun, Stafford looking downfield for Joe. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Horrible.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Hit it. 53 is the mark. Double dog. That's the way.
Ready. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2nd and 1. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Set, 8, read. Mike, you must be getting tired of seeing me. Shoot! Watch the shoot! Hey, Sue! 53's Mike! Big trip!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Lions' 45-yard line.
Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Go. Hey, exit.
They'll set up to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm scared.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. picked off near the 34. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53, Mike. Record. Check. 53,
2nd and 10. This one caught by Ridley. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's go.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A gain of 12. And the Titans first down.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw. And caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches.
Set, ready? 30 base. Watch screen.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Go. Check 53. Hey. Let's go. Hey, we got
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Titans 37-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Mike. 180. Check 55. Mike. Let's go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Hey.
To throw again. Stafford. A throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Topper! Hey, seam six. Look at me. Zipper. Ready?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. And let's get this. Check 50. Hey, give me radar. Sponge. No.
From the gun, Stafford. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, 54. Hey, 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. He's got it with the 15. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 56 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
12 at the 13-yard line.
50, 250. Yeah, I got you. 10.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, easy. 55, Mike. Check. Shot.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Go.
Back to throw here. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Derrick Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Titans, first down.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey.
He'll drop to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Let's go one more.
From the 50, Stafford. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stafford now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, just like that.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Big 20.
55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. I got one.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford throwing deep, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go. Get inside. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go, D. 49. Check.
They'll run it again with Henry.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Break.
53, Mike. Smooth. Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Now.
You ain't got nothing. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
22 jet bomber.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, 50. Hey, orbit.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Go! 53, Mike. Watch the screen, hey, exit. Watch the screen. Check, 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. So don't say nothing. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Titans.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and
11. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Say. Zero. Alert. Check 3. Monday. Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go. 50, plant. 53, Mike. Hey, high 7. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Keep playing, fellas.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 38-yard line.
Let's get it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Coming to you.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. One receiver left is Hilton. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Carry on Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and throw a little bit.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3.